So let's talk about hotkey. First of all, I wanna tell you how you can move the mesh. Okay, by clicking the right bottom of the mouse, okay, and you move it, as you can see, you can completely rotate 360 your meshes, okay, that you have on the screen. Okay, this is pretty easy, so I'm gonna explain you right now how you can focus on the item that you're working. So basically right now I'm working on this crown and I wanna have it in the middle of the screen. So if I go on with my mouse, I go on this crown, okay, which I'm modifying, I'm in a freeform option, and I click the wheel. This right now, this is the crown is right in the middle of the screen, and if I rotate, everything is gonna rotate all around this crown, okay? And you know, I can do in any type of mesh, all right, and where I want. So for example, if I'm working on this incisal and I wanna this incisal in the middle of the screen, I just click on the wheel on it, okay, and right now this one is gonna be right in the middle. So it's pretty easy, and as you can see, everything is rotating all around it. So it's really a good feature to use, because once you start to work on a big cases and you gotta switch from one tooth to another one and make free-forming and you know, whatever you gotta do, it's gonna be easier for you, instead of, you know, just rotating and just lose just lose yourself and you don't know where you want. Just click on the item with the wheel to wherever you want to go, and it's gonna be easier. Okay, so with that said, I wanna jump into the hotkey. Hotkey makes your life much easier when you start working on big cases, but even in small cases. And why? Because by clicking control and the wheel, you can just take off the mesh that you don't need at that moment, okay? And by clicking control and shift wheel again, you can bring it back, okay, anytime you want. So control and wheel, you take it off, control shift, you bring it back, okay? It's pretty easy. If you want to make it transparent, you know, by clicking shift and you click on the mesh, of course, you click with the wheel, so shift and wheel, you just it becomes transparent. Shift and wheel, it becomes opaque again. So shift wheel transparent, shift wheel opaque again. So I'm gonna give you another example. Let's say I want to take off upper, lower and crown. So control wheel on upper, control wheel on lower, control wheel on the crown. As you can see, I took off 3 of them. So now if I want to bring them back, if I click control shift and the wheel, 1 2 3, they come back in sequence. Okay, so it's pretty cool hotkey. It's make your life much easier when you start to work in a really big cases. So another things I want to explain you is strength brush. Okay, so let's say I'm in the free form, and by selecting this option add remove, as you can see, once I am on the crown that I want to modify, I have a brush, and right now it's green, means that if I click the left button of the mouse, I'm gonna add, right? As you can see, I'm adding, okay? But if I click just shift, okay, the brush become red, which means I am removing. So shift and I click left button and I'm removing, okay? But let's say that now I wanna smooth, because I don't like this little bubble I have here. So by clicking control and shift, my brush right now becomes purple. And so control shift and left, and right now I'm smoothing. Okay, it's a pretty good tool which I suggest you to use, because it makes your design, you know, your life much easier and faster design. You can have a really good workflow. The last thing I want to explain you is how to change the strength of the brush and the size of the brush. So let's start with the brush. If I click shift, right, and I scroll up the wheel of the mouse, I can increase the size of the brush. If I click again shift and I scroll down the wheel of the mouse, I just decrease the size of the brush. The same things is with the strength, but by clicking the control. So control, I scroll up, and I increase the strength. Control, I scroll down and I decrease the strength. So you know, this is pretty much everything. I think that if you make practice for a couple of weeks, you will be really pro in this, and it's just a matter of practice. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.